Hello, welcome to TalkThemeParks. I know we're absolutely mental releasing 2 episodes in a week, but we're all...
Well, no, because I'm still going to release it on Tuesday.
Oh, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? I see DC have released Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice trailer at Comic-Con, so I'm very jealous that I'm not there. And it looks alright. I mean, they seem to be rebooting the franchise for an umpteenth time, which is sad, but I'm going on to Marvel. I'm sold with Batman and Superman now. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but it looks quite good. However, Marvel have done it right from day one. They've kept it with the same studio until they were bought out, But Disney owned the rights to it. If people didn't know, they bought them out for $4 billion about 3 years ago, I think.
2009, they bought out Marvel.
Yes, that one. 2009? Bloody hell, I'm old.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they bought Lucasfilm in 2012 and Pixar in 2006.
they've always had Pixar, I thought.
I know they were kind of like a second.
Only after 2006.
Thing.
Wasn't it a Pixar subsidiary of?
Kind of like that, but they bought them out proper in 2006.
Ah, okay, interesting. Anyway, what I'm going on to... Sorry, that sounds really rude, but Marvel has a section in Universal Studios. Now, rumor has it, when they did the deal, Disney said to Universal, you can keep the rights, however, you're not allowed to add to it in any way. Why do you think Disney have left so long before building a Marvel area? Because there was rumours again that parts of Hollywood studios in Paris is going to be rethemed. So Rocky and Roller Coaster was...
What's going to happen is Rocky and Roller Coaster is going to come Spider-Man.
That's it.
Lights, Motor Action's going to come something else, and that Armageddon thing
Fantastic Four
is going to come Fantastic Four.
Yes. No, I'm glad that somebody else had heard it as well.
Why would they bother with Fantastic Four when it's not in the same...
That's
they're
the
not
thing.
using
it's
it in
owned
the same
by
universe.
Fox. It's not owned by Marvel.
It's not going to be in the same universe of films.
No, exactly. But the whole theory of it behind, the theory behind it and the story is...
Oh, they wouldn't have to change much theming, would they?
Well, unless cosmic shit goes down and... But it'd be one of those things, it'd be screens, and then, they'd be fantastic... It'd be like 4D, wouldn't it?
Fantastic 4D.
Mate, we have to cut that before Disney steals it.
Other things I've also heard about Marvel appearance in Disney parks is that rumours of Hong Kong Disney getting an area, and even briefly of DCA getting some Marvel stuff.
I thought Hong Kong already had experienced Iron Man or something.
That might be it, but I know that something was in the way. Well, underway, but yeah.
I don't know. What would you like to see in one of these areas? I mean, obviously a flying coaster thing.
Blade.
No, we can't have Blade.
Whipsaw.
Well, they're talking about bringing him back. They're talking about bringing back Blade and Ghost Rider, and Benedict Cumberbatch is going to play Doctor Strange or whoever he is in a film.
Yeah, Benedict is Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were talking about if Wesley Snipes wants to come back and do Blade, they could lead that on to he had a little group with the Punisher and Ghost Rider and everyone.
There's the Inhumans, but that's not that.
No, it was different. It wasn't them.
It's not the three the Horsemen of Death, the Apocalypse. Sorry, because that's in X-Men. I don't know.
Hang on, Midnight Suns. That's it. Midnight Suns.
I've never heard of that. I'm a really big fan.
Is Hellstorm, Jennifer Kale, Morbius, Werewolf by Night, and Ghost... Oh, sorry.
You've messed that one up, haven't you?
I'm just reading it for Wikipedia. Ghost Riders and Johnny Jones. What the fuck? It's not really...
I've never heard Mike swear.
It's not really... it's not telling me it well. Rise of the Midnight Sun. It's telling... It's giving me different information what I already know.
Alright, so I'm just gonna give a overview to our listeners over the disputes. I mean, I know this is Talk Theme Parks, but we will bring it back round. Basically, you guys might like X-Men.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, go on.
Oh, carry on.
Okay.
I've almost got it.
I'll let you do some more research. X-Men, as people know, that is a Marvel comic. However, that's owned by the Fox studio. So, Marvel, as you know, as the Avengers and Iron Man and all that kind of jazz, they can't use an X-Men film. They do not have the rights to do it. If they try to do it, Fox would sue them. But there are, and as you know, probably, the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has bought the rights to use Spider-Man, which used to be owned by Sony. However, Blade, as far as I know, is still owned by Sony or Fox. I'm not too sure.
So it's just Blade and the X-Men now that's not
Blade,
or Disney.
X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Blade was in it, and Frank Drake and Hannibal King. It was basically Doctor Strange gathered a loose-knit confederation of mystically powered heroes, aka the Nine, to serve as mankind's first line of defense against the Mother of Demons.
So they're going to completely eradicate the Avengers.
So it's like a dark version of the Avengers.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the Punisher was in it, I'm
I'd
not
quite
sure.
like to see the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man ride themed to the Avengers. That could be quite fun, as long as it was a bit longer than Spider-Man.
I've not done Amazing Adventures Spider-Man. I've heard some good things about it.
Well, I did it when it was, this is like 2002, I think it was, when it was kind of first opened, except that was 99.
Didn't it get an upgrade as well?
Yeah, I was about to say, when I first went on it was quite cartoony, like the comics used to be, and then it got a nice 4K upgrade, which was like PS4 graphics. It was absolutely amazing. Hey, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man! Hey! And it was really good, like, the 3D effects are quite cool, like when you see a flame come off, who throws it? Hobgoblin. It comes through.
Green Goblin.
Well, there's a Hobgoblin as well.
The Sun.
Yeah, buddy. And it comes through like the wall, and you get like a flame effect out the other side. That was quite cool. But it was alright. It's quite fun. It's a bit dated now, but most of Islands of Adventure is. And the whole area of Islands of Adventure is now dated. Really?
You know, it's quite
I don't know
strange,
if you've
actually.
seen this. It's a documentary about a fire at the Haunted Castle at one of the Six Flags parks. You don't have to watch it all now, but it's got some quite good graphical layouts of what the house was like inside and why it caught fire, because there's loads of styrofoam and the fire exit was locked shut.
Oh,
And basically, this reminded me of this because the ride they built after the thing had burnt down and stuff was Batman and Robin, and it was a boomerang.
Was that not the chiller? Batman versus Robin or something?
I think it's called Batman and Robin. It might have been
Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Because that was torn out, I think, 7 or 8 years ago for that Dark Ride Wild Mouse.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was that weird launched one which never really got opened. Like, it ran very, very rarely. Oh, there you go. Batman and Robin, the chiller. That's the one. Okay.
Because it had live acts in it and stuff, but then there was a fire and the hallway was made of styrofoam.
Ah, that's what went up like...
It just all burnt down.
Was that
and they
Haunted Castle
padlocked.
and Six Flags Great Adventure?
Yeah, and they padlocked the
Yeah.
Ha!
fire exit
Apparently
shut.
that was a terrible
Because people kept coming out the fire exit, so they locked it shut. And then when there was a fire,
Irony.
they couldn't get out. That's quite an in-depth documentary if you ever get to watch it. It's got like 3D rendered graphics of what the inside was like and stuff,
That's quite...
and how they couldn't have got out.
That's stupid. That's rude.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people died as well.
What's that?
I think a lot of people died in that as well.
Yeah, there were a couple of school trips on the day, which wasn't good when it happened.
But...
Sounds like a terrible accident in comparison. A lot of people say...
Well, some kid was flicking a lighter about. That's how it started.
What a dick. See, one kid's actions kills a lot of people's fun. And people.
Exactly.
Anyway, that was a long time ago. Anyway, I would like to see Universal get their own unique brand and not rely on films.
See, on the other way, I'd love Thorpe Park to get a load of IPs.
I think
And
I'd
see
like
their areas
be
better.
a good balance really between IPs and original ideas.
There's no immersion at Thorpe because it's so flat you can see the other side of the park from where you are most of the time.
Speaking of
Whereas when
which,
you're at Chessington, you can't see like Cobra from where you are at Vampire.
Well, me and Luke mentioned this in a previous episode. Like, bits of Thorpe, the Swarm, you can kind of feel immersed because of the scenery, as long as you don't look towards stealth. Whereas Alton,
yeah.
you feel immersed from wherever entrance
Yeah.
you're going. Like you go into the Forbidden Valley, apart from air, I guess, but you walk into the
What's
queue
wrong
of
with air?
Nemesis. It just seems random to be in the Forbidden Valley. It's quite bright and happy.
well, it's supposed to have original theming, but it was cut back or rather to be
Yeah,
more
but
exact.
that's the problem. It was supposed to, but it didn't, so it's shite. It just doesn't fit in.
Well, let's hope it might get some improvements when SW8 happens.
Blow up of RMCs around the world, which in my
I
opinion
don't
are getting
think they
boring.
wanted it. I don't think they wanted it for
No,
ages.
but hang
I think
on. I'm going off. I'm going to do Luke. I'll do it in a northern accent and everything. No, I won't. I can't do a northern accent.
that's not right.
That's not right. That. Alton will never get a wooden coaster. It'll be too loud. They'll have to cut down too many trees in the between Gloomy
They've cut
Wood.
down a lot of trees already because apparently there's that fungus going around. Near 13 they cut loads down.
Oh, that kind of ruins 13.
A light forest.
Yeah, I like that. But it's going to be
They can
too.
promote healthy eating.
It's going to be too loud, and the Ropers, which is still going on.
I've heard that the two choices were a 4D coaster or
4D.
a wooden
You having
coaster.
a laugh?
Exactly, so it's a wooden one. The person
Where
telling
were
me
the
was trying to
4Ds?
throw me off because they weren't allowed to tell me what was happening.
Who the fuck buys 4D anymore apart from Six Flags and Chinese parks? Wait, is SNS even still going?
I don't think they want to deal with SNS anymore, but unless B&M have a new hybrid.
That'd be great.
It's probably going to be B&M.
If Alton got a Wing Rider, I'd just be annoyed.
Why? Because it had to be so low below the tree line.
Yeah. But could you imagine the tunnels and that thing? That'd be amazing.
So they wouldn't be able to do it. It'd take ages to build if it's got to open in 2017.
Yeah, but if it's if it's an RMC,
Are they putting stuff on hold for building while they're still investigating the Smiler?
I think so. At least Saw reopened.
But on the other hand, they might want to try and forget about the Smiler and just make people interested in new ideas.
Did you see how much money they were losing because of that?
I didn't see, no.
It was something like $1 million quid a day.
500 a day. 500,000.
Oh,
I guess 500 quid.
okay.
That's not much.
So £1 million over 2 days. That's incredible.
Yeah, Matt, what else has happened in the Regal news this week?
Right, WC16, Whitechapel 16 is going ahead. I mean, they're starting on the pit now.
Have they started... Is it actually going to be anything to do with that, or is the code name just to throw people off?
I think the code name might be something to throw people off, but you never know.
Because they called it Project Dylan for Saw, and that was nothing to do with Saw, was it?
True.
So I think if they gave it away already, it'd be not as good as if they suddenly went, no, it's to do with this.
Well,
But they could be trying to...
LC612 was a Les Coogan, and that ended up being Swarm.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be completely different in the theme.
I've just realised what LC stood for.
I thought it was Large Coaster.
There's Coogan.
Les Coogan.
Who's that?
I'm just...
There's the guy who ran around saying, don't believe the hype, with a tin
Oh,
hat
Jesus
on
Christ.
police.
Wow.
It's taken me how many years?
3.
years?
3?
Oh,
4.
yeah. 3. Open in 24.
Yeah, in 2012, but then
We're in
the mod
2015.
started earlier.
I think it will be... Well, if it's Project Whitechapel, that means Jack the Ripper. Right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping they've given us a name like that to throw us off.
The problem
There's nothing to do with
okay, hear me out. If they go with it is going to be Jack the Ripper or Whitechapel, right? The theming that we've seen in the images that's been, the planning, matches none of what Whitechapel, Victoria, London would look like.
Unless it's a modern take on it.
Either that, it just looks like a warehouse.
That's just a project name,
Another
isn't it?
warehouse, yeah.
It's like before Tower Street Forum started, they called themselves Project Aurora, and I was like, oh, that's where Wayne's World is. There was nothing to do with Wayne's World. So that's a little fact. I was going to say, the reason they didn't build a wooden coaster at Towers before was because the only people that wanted a wooden coaster were the fans. And to be fair, the people that have Merlin passes aren't the ones that pay the salary for the staff. It's the people that go once a year and pay like 50 quid to get in.
Could you believe
They're
it?
trying to attract those people, and they're not trying to attract the Merlin pass holders.
Hear me out, right? Thorpe Park, a daily ticket to Thorpe Park is 50 quid.
60 on weekends now.
Shit the bed!
Yeah, Alton Towers is 50.
Yeah.
Pay there.
Whoever, right? No one pays full price for a Thorpe Park ticket anymore.
No one pays on the door. That's
No
cheap.
one. No one are idiots.
And if you do pay on the door, you have the 2-for-1 usually.
Yeah, they normally just... put
Or
it
you
through.
decide to buy an annual pass when you're in there and get the 50 quid off the annual pass.
Yeah.
I just... it's ridiculous. But yeah, Project Whitechapel, I'm interested. When I was there the other week, they've closed... I think I said in the last episode, they've closed between Ranger Country and I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, you said you couldn't tell till you
County,
actually almost
not
got there.
country.
And you had to
Oh,
walk
it was
around.
really weird wondering...
Damn.
Like, what?
It's county, not country.
County, yeah.
Oh, Ranger County, my bad.
That really...
Canada Creek, isn't it?
No, Canada
Nah,
Creek is the other side of it again.
Sorry?
Canada Creek is where Saw is.
Where's Ranger County? Oh, it's Ranger County where the
Mr.
banana is.
Monkey?
It's not even a proper, boat.
But what is...
It's a banana.
It's a pirate ship. No, it's not. It's a banana. But what's really weird is that when I was in the queue for I'm a Celebrity, I really struggled to put in my head where the asylum was. And I've been on the asylum, but I was like, I just couldn't figure it out in my head, like, where I was queuing. It was really weird.
Are we talking about Asylum or are we talking about Studio 13?
Well, it's the same freaking building, Mike.
Yeah, but did you go on Studio 13?
No.
It was shite.
But it's the same.
It wasn't.
Just saying,
It
it
wasn't
wasn't
good.
that good when I went in it.
I'll tell you what, the weird thing is, right? Thorpe Park tell us what's good. Like, they tell us the theme for it. Like Studio 13, for example.
Yeah.
And I had this idea in my head of what it would be like, and then I went in and I was like, I wish they'd done it how my mind thought it was going to be
You
like.
came out disappointed because it wasn't...
I expected from the wording we were going to get a tour of the studio from an actor pretending to be a director, and then everything was going to go wrong and we were going to be chased from all sides.
Yeah.
From multiple actors, but it would seem like the same killer up until the end, and the main actor who was leading us around would kind of get caught and act in distress, and it was like, no, you're just going to get walked in and walk around like Asylum. And I was like, what the hell is that?
Was that
I
literally what it was?
basically thought you were going to do a shooting scene and then...
It was literally like Asylum, but all the walls were painted black and people weren't dressed up as maniacs.
Go on. Give me a run through, because I didn't go on it.
Basically, that's all I've said. It was meant to take place in a house, loosely based on the Bates Hotel, but it wasn't really. And they used effects like shining a massive light in your face to blind you so they didn't have to put theming in.
Oh, really?
And there was a random bit with coats, like the hang-down coats they have for Bloody Valentine.
The dolls!
And
The
there's
dolls!
a bedroom. At the end there's a bedroom, and then there's the chainsaw corridor.
Again?
Yep, they
It was
kept that.
really bad. It's like Thorpe designing mazes. They should hire me because I'd do a better job.
Because that was the thing. When I got there and I was in the queue for Celeb, I could see the doors for the chainsaw corridor. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, we're going to come out there, aren't we? No, you come out in Inferno. And it really threw me off.
Yeah, you have a slide.
Oh, is I'm a Celeb where Asylum was?
Did you not know
Yeah,
that?
it's in the same
I've not
building.
been. I've not been to Thorpe since
Oh,
February.
sorry,
That's
that's
as
probably...
well before it was Asylum as well. I'm
I'd
doing
never
sport.
do a Lift Hill Walk.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I was originally supposed to do one at Alton Towers in June, but that happened.
Oh yeah, that's when the
weekend.
Smiler broke. You were about to go that weekend, weren't you?
Pretty much. In about a week. In about a week, it suddenly went from a Smile Lift Hill Walk to an Nemesis Lift Hill Walk before being completely cancelled because the park was closed.
That sucked. What did they charge you for that?
Technically, it was a bit iffy when I first did it, but basically it's £200 based on 4 people, but there were 2 of us doing it, so at one stage it looked like it might be 200, but they were able to charge us a £50 each / 100 total, so that went ahead. But then, of course, the Smiler happened literally just days before we did it, and that was changed before being written off completely.
That's a lot of money.
Luckily, they gave me the money back, because I sent them a friendly email on the Friday, even though they would probably contact me anyway, saying and stuff. I got my money back, which is good.
On August 17th, 2009, a 30-year-old stunt performer, I can't even say his name, I'm going to try and do it, died from a
Is
head...
it a la carte?
Anislav.
Anyway, now speaking on the Walt Disney World accidents, not so much an accident at Walt Disney World, but this guy who played Gaston, not a little bit unrelated,
Yeah.
he launched a firework from his head and he killed him. And he played Gaston.
He launched a firework from his head
Shouldn't be so stupid, really, should he?
during a show.
No, it was
during 4th of July celebration.
4th of July celebration, yeah.
Was it his own doing?
Yeah,
or
it was his own doing.
It was in his private time, Mike. It wasn't on
The thing
staff
is,
time.
the story actually says that he didn't actually mean to set off the firework. He was just mucking about. And
He said it was a dud.
And got the lighter a little bit too close to the firework. Because he wasn't actually going to light it, and then it ended up.
So did it go into his head, or did it go up, but the fire coming off it?
The instant explosion, I think, it was.
Yeah.
But if you think how big Orlando is, I mean, James, alright, you've been
40 miles.
I've not been to America.
It's 40 square miles.
Disney World is.
What's more incredible is it's built on swampland.
And also, most of it isn't used. Because they just built it in the centre, so like they didn't have any.
Yeah, apparently, even though with the expansion and everything, only about 30% of it is actually used at the moment, even with expansions.
Because I watched Minions the other day, and has anybody in the call seen it?
Nope.
No.
Not yet.
There's a very funny bit, which isn't really a spoiler. They go, Villain Con is held in Orlando. I was like, oh my god, we're going to see Disney. And then I realised it was 1960 this film was set. So it goes there, and it goes, Orlando! Big sign, coming soon. And I was like, lol, because it's all swampland before Disney built it.
First of all, my last ride on the Smiler was actually in the front row, possibly one of the middle seats. And I was supposed to be going on that ride for a walk 5 days after the accident.
That's a good point.
I can't see why they couldn't let you on there, because
It was closed.
you weren't using the ride.
There's no one there.
But no, just imagine if what happened 5 days later. That would have been frightening.
Yeah, but you could say that. What if it happened on opening day? Because this is the thing. What actually caused it to stall? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. What caused it to stall? Was it a design element, a design fault, which means that...
Well, no one can actually say for certain, can they?
No, well, that's why we're here. This is why Talk Theme Parks exists.
That's like someone going, Luke Holdsworth's gone on holiday to Leesburg, he falls over on that escalator leading up to Helix, he falls over, and someone going, was he pushed or did he fall over? I don't know, I wasn't there.
Well, I fucking pushed him. But,
Yeah.
the thing is that Batwing too tight? Are the trims malfunctioning?
A lot of that ride is too tight.
Especially the last two barrel rolls. Oh my.
I actually wonder when we're going to find out what's going on, because, oh, by the way, saw the ride reopened a few days ago.
Saw has reopened, which is good news.
It is. Now, obviously, both the rides are related, even though they are the same manufacturer and similar types of rides, but we still don't know yet whether Smiler was a human error or a mechanical.
Well, that's the thing.
Whatever.
Saw the ride is running on 2009 technology, and the Smilers were running on 2014 technology.
First scene.
Oh, really?
Opened in 2013. Last year was the big
Yeah.
stand.
Shit the bed. Wow, okay, it's older than I thought. Wow, okay. I've missed a year. Anyway, my point still stands. Saw the ride is running on 2009 technology. Please tell me that Geschlauer have updated their data and their interfaces since 2009. Please tell me they have. Cause
I'm going to be honest. Saw has got less chance of stalling anywhere on the ride than Smiler, though.
yeah, because it's less track. Right,
Yeah,
okay,
but-
let's count the blocks. You got a block as
No,
soon
but
as
there's a lot more speed going through them as well. They built that ride to be a ride.
but they've got a block going into Billy. They've got a block on the cannons, bows.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got a
They
block,
got a block
before
for
the
the
lift.
lift hill.
They've got the lift, which is the block. They've got a mid-course brake run, and they've got the end brake run. That's 6 blocks.
So maybe they should have put more on
Eight.
Smiler.
Yeah, so 2 in the station at all time. That means 6 on the track at any one time. Saw, I want to say Saw is foolproof, but you can't say that about any ride. I don't know. I think I said last week that they were testing Saw as there's a digitized stalled vehicle on the track.
Yeah, well, they were trying to, make sure that an accident similar to Smiler couldn't happen on Saw. I mean, there was a few people I knew that actually thought they were trying to deliberately crash the ride.
No, they wouldn't do that. They're not idiots. But you're right. That's what.
No, in theory, they need to try and do that to see if it stops.
Yeah, like, I was there and they were testing it, and I didn't see it stop on the mid-course brake run, but they might not have been testing it for that. They could be testing it on the inside bit. Let's see if we can stop it on that drop. But I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know what happened at the Smiler.
They'll have to release something soon, though, won't they?
I don't think they'll do a public announcement. Because did you see the guy
They
on?
probably won't.
No, they won't. They'll keep it internal. Because did you see the guy on Joseph Pugh, I think his name was, who was the boy who had his kneecaps crushed?
I've not seen it. I've heard about that.
Now,
But I've not seen it.
I've had 3 knee operations, and I'm only 21, right? My first knee operation when I was 16 years old, and the last one I had was a metal plate put in my leg. And if he felt an eighth of my pain, which I had, which is probably an understatement because he probably went through a lot more pain, I take my hat off to him. Knee pain's the worst thing in the world when you've lived with it for 4 years. And if you look at the scars on his legs, they look very similar to mine. And that kid is very brave to go on this morning and talk about it. And he's been put off. And he's been put off roller coasters for life. And he's only like 19. And what's worse is the Smiler was the first big roller coaster he'd been on.
And he said it would be his last, which is understandable.
But, and kudos to him, he also does not blame Alton Towers for the accident. Right then, okay, give us a second, hang on. Okay, that's Talk Theme Parks for this week. We'll try and be back next week. If we can't, then we're sorry. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. There's lots to think about. Any comments, drop us an email, drop us a comment. Try not to stalk us on Facebook, that'd be great. And
They know your name.
They know our names. Oh my god, you dick. Oh no! But yeah, drop us a message and literally anything, like what are we wearing?
Hey, don't sound desperate.
Matt on YouTube.
I'd answer it. Anyway, thank you very much. Goodbye.